Houston sports fans around the way. It's your boy Corey. I have been completely busy. I have been moving around, man. And tonight, man, I'm back in. I'm really back in because I'm mixing a client. I'm mixing this song tonight. So I just wanted to, go ahead and get it on wax, man, and let y'all tune in for it. Before I get into this, though, let me say something real quick. Shout outs to the Rockets. Y'all been doing, y'all did your thing last couple games. Obviously, I haven't had my time to react, man. Like I said, I have been busy. I have been on the go, and I've been busy. Shout outs to the Houston Texans. If you ain't know I'm a Houston sports fan by now, here you go. But shout out to the Texans, man. They making moves. I like the moves that they making. I really like the moves. They heard, I guess, I think they heard us, man. They finally listened to us, with the chatter with the O line and all this other good stuff. And I think they making a move. So that's a good thing. I'm messing with that. So, forgetting that guard, we got rid of Green. And then we got, CJ, Garner Johnson from the Eagles. That, hey, Nick Casario in the bag, man. But you know what? I'm gonna say that for an entirely different video because I'm just really just tracking on how they gonna construct and put this team together. But today, like I said, we here for a whole completely different reason. Tonight, I'm actually mixing a track for, one of our clients for a studio in Houston. So I was like, man, you know what? I want y'all to, hear some of the tracks, tune in to some of the tracks, man. Let me know what y'all think about it. This artist right here, his name is H. Lee. Now we titled the session "Tell Me," but I don't think that's going to be the official name that he's going to come out with. So do not quote me on that. That's just what we named the session. But like I said, I got all my stuff back. I had a computer problem, laptop problem. So I've been out of commission when it comes to like, my Pro Tools and just all my gear and stuff, man. So I finally got majority of all my gear back. I got all my software back. And you guys know it's such a hassle, man. Like when you buy a new PC or a new machine, you gotta it's like so much stuff like the licensing. You got to put the licenses over here for these plugins you have for this. Like it was a complete hassle. But I got everything back and loaded. So I want you guys to tune in tonight, man. And we're gonna mix this. I'm about to mix and master a song for you guys, man, from start to finish. Pro Tools. I'm a Pro Tools wizard. I've been using Pro Tools for, 12 plus years. I've been engineering for, 12 plus years, and it's just something that comes natural to me. So I'm just figuring to bring y'all into my world of mixing, let y'all know what I do with a track from start to finish, man. So I got the beat here. I'll let y'all guys hear a little bit of the beat, so y'all can just kind of hear what's going on with the track. Yeah, I mean, the beat was solid, solid beat selection. And if I'm gonna mix and master, like I said, this is a two track. This is not a tracked out beat by any means. I actually got some more stuff coming on that on the way. Mixing to a track that beat. But today we're working with the two track. I normally I recorded them on a -7.5 for trim because for my master, I just don't want no clipping and nothing like that. But for the mixing purposes, I like to go down to -10. -10 is a nice sweet number. Get good levels with that. I like that. And then, like I said, if you bring it over here to the master track, you can kind of see it. We're not really messing around. Like we got some we got some good levels to put some vocals over. Now, me personally, I like mixing when it comes to mixing the vocal, mixing and mastering. Let's just say mixing and mastering the track. because I master my tracks in the same session. More about that later. I'll get to that. But when I'm mixing a vocal, I want to. I'm really more so looking to master the vocal, if that makes any sense. More than likely, the beat you guys bring or the beat you guys send, like for all my clients that I've recorded, the mastering is really kind of already done to the beat. So when I see, in which first of all, before I say this, I'm not knocking any engineer. I'm not knocking their styles or nothing like that. But when I see people saying, mix and master, a song, it's kind of like, if you're recording over a 2 track, the master is kind of like maybe 40 to 50% done for you because you don't have to do anything to the beat. It's more so you are trying to figure out what am I going to do for the vocals. The vocals, the mastering of the vocals is what needs to come up to the song and make it pop. So, like I said, the song is called Tell Me, unofficial track. This is the unofficial name for the track. It's called Tell Me, it's by an artist named H. Lee. And like I said, I'll let you guys hear some of the vocals. Then I'll take you down a stroll of how I like to attack the vocals. The vocals were actually recorded through. I have a Manly Reference C microphone. And for my chain, I'm kind of going through warm audio preamp. And from that warm audio preamp, I'm actually going into a Motu 8 pre ES. So you got the preamp, and then it goes into that. Now, sometimes I do throw a compressor, a warm audio compressor into the chain, or sometimes I throw a chameleon compressor into the chain just to see how it sounds. But it just depends on who I'm recording, how it's going, and what I'm feeling like that day. But I'll let you guys preview the vocals right here.
Tell me you want my love.
This is the raw
Girl, you
vocal.
don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive. You know I give the time it takes to show you. You know I give your life between your thighs. Tell me I get you high. So happy you want to cry. If
Nice.
loving me is a crime, then I know you won't do right.
All right, so that's the raw vocal. That's the raw vocal that came in. So what I like to start doing, just from off top, because I hear, some like this. First of all, before, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm down on him. This guy, he has good vocal range and good control. But even professionals, he has some like little small breath detail that I can clearly hear it in the track. I can clearly hear it. So I like to start doing. I like to put the expander, the gate, and it just basically just bringing back that sound, from where he's not saying anything, the breath, and like I said, most of you guys who are watching, if you are, intermediate or you are expert, you kind of already know that. Beginners, maybe even some beginners even know that, so that's what I do from the beginning. I'll let you preview that with that on.
Tell me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far.
See, and you can see just from the hold and the threshold, you can see how all that is being wiped away like instantly when you first hear it.
Tell me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive.
Simple, simple, easy, straight to the point. Now, after that, my vocals, I bust them out to one particular audio track. Okay, now because I don't want to. If you are doing your own process and your own plugins, like there's really no right or wrong way to do this. As long as you are confident in your chain, you're good to go. The only reason here's why I say I do this on tracked out stuff. Then going back again, I like to try to master. I'm mastering the vocals. So I kind of like to send them all to one bus, and I handle all my processing on that bus. Like for leads, and like I said, this is just not for leads. These are for my backgrounds, any type of ad libs, I have them going to one bus because what I like to do, I want them to kind of once I kind of got the detail of what the lead vocal is doing, I want the ad libs in the background to get that same detail. The only thing that I actually go back and change, I actually go on to those particular tracks and say, okay, well, you know what? I want to EQ this to be, telephone voice, or I want to EQ this to be this. Like, and I do that on the particular track, but it's still going to get the same processing. So, I mean, I hope I didn't confuse anybody with that, but that's why I kind of use just one track. Cause I've seen people, other engineers say, well, I'm going to bust the lead vocals to this vocal track or this Vox track. Then I'm going to bust my ad libs to this one and my stacks and highlights to this one. All that I just basically say is going to one track. I literally send all this to one particular track. And like I said, we about to get into it. We're gonna show it. So what I like to do first, I like to use a CLA. And this is really more so harmonics for guitars, i.e., you can see it's Chris Lord algae for the guitars, but it brings out like a lot of like extra harmonics and sibilants for vocals. So I use it for my leads, or and like I said, my leads and my highlights is what I really use it for. But I'll let you guys hear it so you can take a look at it.
Tell me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive. Tell me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind.
See, and you can hear how much like it just like I said, it's really unorthodox because this particular plugin brings out a lot in the vocal. It just brings out a lot. And so I just love putting it on there. My second plugin in the chain that I use for him is Deesser. Now, really, this Deesser it's a Waves plugin Deesser, but I kind of like to start, my threshold up at the top, and then I just kind of bring it down. Like my frequency is about at 3K. Well, yeah, 3300. And when I play it, I kind of just let it run through, so
Tell me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive.
so it's the attention that you want to play, that you want to really put your attention to. You want to put it on that particular column, because I don't really like a lot getting sucked out of it.
Tell me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive.
That sounds good. That sounds real good. Like I said, this song, man, I'm actually excited about this song, man. Where it's going, like before I have it, like this is just minor stuff that we're doing, and it's coming out great. SSL EQ, nobody's probably new to it. This is a Waves plugin. This is not a, you know, I know there's one too for mine's drawing a blank right now. Mine's drawing a blank, but this is Waves Audio SSL EQ that I'm using for the vocals.
Tell me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive. Tell me you want my love.
And this is the R compressor, of course. 449. Well, 449 might be okay. Let me hear that.
Tell me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive. Tell me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive.
That sounds good, man. Sheesh. It sounds good. Like the way it's getting compressed and put together, just like compact. Man, shit sounds good, man. And I like to use compressors like this. This is another Waves plugin. If anybody is interested in it, man, like, and to be fair, like, because I know some engineers, they kind of like to see it and say, well, I want that particular plugin because that guy's using that plugin. So I want to use that one to, in my mixes, in which you can. It's fair game. But you can do this really with any type of compressor. It doesn't have to necessarily be, this particular compressor. And like mostly all of my stuff, like when I record, like I said, when I use my outboard gear and then I record it into the session, I kind of have these plugins on hand now. Don't get me wrong. I'm going through and using them now. Some of these I don't use at all. Some of these I'm like, you know what? I don't like how the CLA sounds on this vocal, or I don't like how this Deesser sound on his vocal. So, like if you are mixing and mastering your engineering, if you don't like the way something sounds, like especially if you got a chain built for it, and skip it. Like just take it out of the chain and skip it and go to something else, and then you probably see how it affects the vocals or whatever. I got to see this is another CLA. This is an effects plugin through obviously through Waves. I'll let y'all hear that how that sounds on it as well. Let me get this bypass off. Here we go.
Tell me you want my love.
As a matter of fact, let's get some more of the vocal so y'all can hear how it sounds all
Tell
together.
me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive. You know I give the time it takes to show you. You know I give you life between your thighs.
Sounds good, man. Where it's going, I'm like, man, because I know myself, I know there's a lot more that I'm gonna do to this track. But like, I like when you are recording a track and then you hear it and you like, man, that shit is going in the right direction, and I haven't even did anything yet. You know you're on the right track. You know you're on the right track. Like I said, just be confident in your plugins. That's it. That's all you gotta be able to do. Now, I ain't gonna lie. This C4 this C4 plugin on with Waves, I use this shit all the time. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I don't care whose vocals I'm recording, R&B, hip hop, pop, whatever. This C4 is getting used because it's just the different bands that it compress.
Tell me you want my love.
Like that's a lot of control right there.
Tell me you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive. You know I give the time it takes to show you. You know I give you life between your thighs. Tell me I get you high. So happy you want to cry. If loving me is a crime, then I know you won't do right. So tell me, girl, lie to me, make me believe you.
I also just put this exciter on there. I like what the exciter is taking it. And that's just for the air. This doesn't get used a lot either in my chain. I have it there because like so when you're recording somebody and you get it right straight into the mixing, like you kind of just want it to, for speed. So after you finish mixing, he like, well, yeah, man, I want my reference track or my master track. You want all these plugins at your hand. That's really what the chains are for. It don't necessarily mean you gotta use them all. For a singer though, however, especially R&B singer, this and that, that exciter, it just brings out a lot more harmonics. Literally, that's literally all it do. And then with the CLA 76, I kind of just like to control the harmonics, like because some of these, like I got my own settings on them. Sometimes I go through, like especially when I'm about to get ready to master, I'll come back and tweak a lot of
Tell me
these.
you want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive. You know I give the time it takes to show you.
Sounds great, man. Man, I'm excited about this track. I'm literally really excited about this track. Saturn, this is pretty much straightforward saturation. And I know I know I'm not the only engineer, whoever you've watched on YouTube, man, that's saturation. Saturation, it just doesn't make it just sound so digital. This actually gets used all the time too, like all the time on all my vocals.
Tell me you want my love.
Let's go to the second verse. I just kind of want to hear what the second verse is coming out to be too.
Your body spoke my name. No need to be ashamed. I call and you come quickly. You
Sounds
drip
nice,
on me,
man.
ain't a stain. I know you feeling high when I'm inside you. You make me come alive inside the night. Look at me in my eye.
Sounds good. That sounds really damn good, man. And now I'm kind of just like wondering, because so what I like to do with the delays, because sometimes I don't like to crowd the track. Like this is his vocal here. I'll send it to a delay, just to turn it on. I have a delay here, the age delay. I love the age delay. Waves for the waves. If you don't have age delay, please get it. Please get it. And obviously, you watching this. This is not a sponsorship by them or anything. Get the waves delay because it's just easier to go. For your just for the time delay stuff, man. It's easy work. I want to mute the beat though for this because I kind of like to hear what my delays are doing.
Your body spoke my name. No need to be ashamed. I call and you come quickly. You drip on me, ain't a stain.
Give them a little bit
I
more
know you
feedback.
feeling high when I'm inside you. You make me come alive inside the night. Look at me in my eye. Don't wanna say goodbye. Girl, I never tell you lies. I don't wanna waste your time.
Sounds great, man. Let's hear it a little bit over the beat. I like that ping pong delay. Ping pong delay is what really gets it for me.
Your body spoke my name. No need to be ashamed. I call and you come quickly. You drip on me, ain't a stain. I know you feeling high when I'm inside you. You make me come alive inside the night.
Sounds great. And then it's like it's subtle, man. It's like a subtle thing. We only been how many minutes it's 20 minutes and the track is like if I gave this track to this guy right here, where it's at now, it could be put out. Like that's how I'm loving where it's going. It's easily going in the right direction, man. I know he's gonna be very excited about the track. Like just him having it. You know what? I might as well get reverb too. I wasn't gonna use reverb on it because I kind of wanted to make it more dry, but I feel like for this style, you might as well go ahead. Might as well go ahead and use it. Let's just see how it sounds with it on.
Your body spoke my name.
You can put a
No
plate,
need to be ashamed.
and then what I also like to do, I really don't like to have mine 100% wet. I always dial mine back to 75 and then adjust from there. But I don't like to really have 100% wet. I just don't like it. A haul on this vocal would sound pretty good.
Your body spoke my name. No need to be ashamed. I call and you come quickly. You drip on me, ain't a stain. I know you feeling high when I'm inside you. You make me come alive inside the night. Look at me in my eye. Don't wanna say goodbye. Girl, I never tell you lies. I don't wanna waste your time.
And this little EQ for the reverb, it just roll off on the low end, just so it won't just be building up over the whole entire track. So that's the only reason why that EQ is there. But man, it sounds good. Let's put some of this his stacks because he has stacks in here too. I was gonna kind of wait to see what I want to do with these highlights because they more so highlights. Because I know he has a low vocal. Let's see how I want these. I'll put the expander on because I just kind of want that on, but I think this is his low vocals, the low stacks.
Show you what I made of. You know I give
Yeah, those are low. Yeah.
Show you what I made of. You know I give you life between your thighs. Show me what it's made for. Tell me I show you what I'm made of. You know, show you what I'm made of. You know I give you life
Yeah, that's cool. Cause when he was recording them, I kind of had his volume set to a certain, you know, a certain volume, like because I just don't want it to overcrowd the song. But I do have an effect that I kind of want to widen those out, just so it won't just be straight up the middle like that.
Show you what I'm made of.
Yeah, see, and then that's the lead highlight right there. So it all comes together.
Show you what I'm made of.
Let's put it back here. Let me
You know
see.
I give the time it takes to show you. Show you what I'm made of. You know I give you life between your thighs. Show me what it's made for. Tell me I get you high.
Yeah, see, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I'm gonna go ahead and send it to that verb that I had and that delay. Because I was gonna kind of make their own, but I just want to see what it's gonna come out like. And then I also want to put this stereo widener track on it. Because I was gonna kind of keep it up the middle, but I just want to see where it's gonna go from there.
You know I give the time it takes to show you. Show you what I'm made of. You know I give you life between your thighs. Show me what it's made for. Tell me I
I like that, man. And you know why I like that? Because, like I said, I was gonna stay up the middle. I like that it actually separates it. Because when he comes, 'cause, like he kind of comes right back into the motion after he does the highlights. I kind of like where it's at right now, man. I like where that's at. Let me hear the second verse. See the second verse and see where that's going.
so tell me.
Oh, that's actually his bridge, actually. Yeah, did I delete it? No. Huh.
If loving me is a crime,
Oh,
then
so he
I know
does
you
have
won't
another one
do
right here.
right. Be you want to cry. If loving me is a crime, then I know you won't do right. So tell me, girl, lie to me, make me believe you care for me. Cause I'm in need, baby. Be you want to cry. If loving me is a crime, then I know you won't. Tell me you won't.
I like to put that DS on it too. The DS on the like really don't pay no attention to the Deesser and the L2 on the master. The Deesser is more so just to clean up a lot of their siblings that I just don't like over the entire track. It's that frequency that kind of just like irritates you yeah, that high frequency that kind of irritates you at the ears at the when it gets like with that build up. So I kind of like just take that away and then kind of restore it back with the L2. I just want to
Tell
hear how it
me you
sounds.
want my love. Girl, you don't live that far. Tell me I'm on your mind. And baby, I'll make that drive. You know I give the time it takes to show you. Show you what I'm made of. You know I give you
Hey,
life between your thighs. Show me what it's made for. Tell me I get.
man, hey, I like where this track is going, man. I like where the track is because I kind of feel like I'm almost damn near in a done state. I do want to do some extra stuff with the master, but I still got a lot more playing around to do. And like I said, I don't want to hold y'all ear the entire, for this entire video, but I will come back, man, with it and just to let y'all hear how the master and everything came up. But it sounds really good where it's already going. But nonetheless, like I said, I just came back with this video because I ain't want to just, leave y'all high and dry. Like I said, it's been a couple of days, man, but I'm gonna get back to this track, and y'all let me know if you do come across it, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know how it sounds to you guys, what I could do different, and maybe some tips and tricks that you guys would use, man. Until then, peace.